The following picture gives information about presidential election turnouts. According to this picture, in the central area, there is a line chart on a projection curtain, with red and blue lines in it. In the right area, it is a vertical axis of percent turnout. And you can see that in the left area, a male lecturer wears a pair of glasses. The man is pointing his right index finger at the line chart. In conclusion, the man is talking about the election turnouts in election years. The following picture gives information about African elephants. According to this picture, in the central area, there is a young elephant in front of lots of tourists in a jeep. In the right area, it is an adult elephant half hidden by the bush. In the left area, another elephant is found, whose nose tip is in the mouth. You can see from this picture that, in the background, some tall trees are above the bush. To sum up, the picture tells about African elephants. The following picture gives information about UK forest carbon. Carbon stored in leaves, branches and trunks is about 17%. And the value for roots is about 6%, which is lower. The highest percentage is 72%, and it is in soil. The lowest one is less than 1%, and it is in dead wood. In conclusion, carbon is mainly stored in soil. The following picture gives information about a bridge in the forest. You can see from this picture that in the middle, there is a bridge which is brown. And on the left side, dense trees are green. What's more, on the right side, trees with different kinds of leaves grow. Finally, in the background, a blue sky is found. To sum up, this graph tells about a bridge in the forest. The following picture gives information about a girl with bow knot. You can see from this picture that in the middle, there are models, such as houses, trees and streets. On the left side, fake trees stand with warm light. And behind the models, a girl is holding a toy with smile. Finally, these models are colorful. To sum up, the picture tells about a girl with her gifts. The image depicts a comparison between food pyramids in 1970s and 2010s. The left one has 4 layers and the right one has 3 layers. We can see wine bottle on the top of the pyramid in 1970s, and rice in a blue bowl on the top of the pyramid in 2010s. Then meat is in the second layer in both 1970s and 2010s. Fruits are in the bottom layer in 2010s. In conclusion, the picture compares food pyramids in different decades. The following image gives information about Azerbaijan map. Data of different areas are displayed on the map. At the left area, there are some details about Asia. According to this graph, to the north of Azerbaijan is Russia. What's more, to the south of Azerbaijan is Iran. You can see from this map, Armenia is to the west of Azerbaijan. To sum up, the map tells about where Azerbaijan is. The following graph gives information about wind power global capacity. The items include years, gigawatts, a windmill and clouds. You can see from this graph that the value of 1997 is around 7.6 gigawatts. What's more, in 1998 it is around 10 gigawatts, which is higher. According to this graph, in 2012 the number is around 283 gigawatts, the highest one. Finally, around 6.1 gigawatts occurs in 1996, and it is the lowest one. To sum up, the graph tells about wind power global capacity. The following picture gives information about shopping in a stationery store. In the left half of the picture, we can see a white woman in pink sweater with her daughter in the arms. The mother and the daughter look at each other with smiles in their faces. And the daughter holds a new bag in the hand. In the right half of the picture, the daughter carries the bag on the back. Also, she holds 6 colorful pencils in the hands in front of the chest. To sum up, this picture tells about how the two shop for stationery. The following graph gives information about which economies are the richest. The items include Switzerland, the United States, and Hong Kong. In Australia, the value of average wealth is around $400,000. And that of Netherlands is lower, around $300,000. What's more, the lowest median wealth is in Denmark, $100,000. You can also see from this graph that Australia has the highest value of median wealth. In conclusion, Switzerland has the highest rank. The following map gives information about nuclear power plants in operation in Europe. As we can see from the map, the largest nuclear electricity generation is in France, which is 59. Following that, the second largest one is found in Russia, and it is 30. In contrast, the Netherlands has the smallest number, just 1. Apart from that, Spain has 7, Germany has 8 and the United Kingdom has 15. To sum up, the map tells about how nuclear electricity generation is distributed in Europe. The following graph gives information about the percentage of students proficient in a foreign language in different countries, including China, India, and Russia, categorized by males and females. India has the highest percentage of both male and female students proficient in a foreign language, at 56% and 69% respectively. In contrast, China has the lowest percentage of both female and male students proficient in a foreign language, at 33% and 15% respectively. In Thailand, the percentages of male and female students proficient in a foreign language are 30% and 27% respectively. To sum up, this graph tells about foreign language mastery in students. The following table gives information about the rankings of global cities with the highest cost of living. The items include rankings city and the year. According to this table, in 2007, the ranking of London is around 3. And in 2007, the ranking of Tokyo is around 4, which is higher. You can see from this table that the highest ranking in 2007 is in Moscow, top 1. Finally, the lowest ranking in 2008 is in Seoul, just 10. To sum up, this table tells about global cities with high living cost. The following picture gives information about global warming predictions. In the middle of the picture, I notice the temperature of Africa is about 4 degrees Celsius. At the left of picture, I find the temperature of South America is about 7 degrees Celsius. What's more, we can see from the picture that, at the right areas, there is Asia, and the temperature is 4 to 5 degrees Celsius. Finally, Arctic is at the top of this picture, where the highest temperature increase occurs. To sum up, this picture tells about global temperature increase. The following graph gives information about the electricity cost. The items include television, pool pump, and freeze. According to this graph, in well pump, the cost is around 40. And that of the pour pump is higher, which is around 125. You can see from this graph that the greatest cost is in spa, around 166. Finally, the lowest one is in electricity blanket, just 10. To sum up, the graph tells about the electricity cost. The following picture gives information about calculation of some cash. According to this picture, in the central area, there are some pieces of banknotes, with a couple of coins piled on them. In the right area, it is a calculator whose color is black. And a hand with the index finger presses the plus button of the calculator. You can see from this picture that, in the background, a brown desk is found. In conclusion, in this picture a person is summing up all the money. The following graph gives information about pounds of chocolate consumed per capita. In Sweden, the value is 11.9, and that of Australia is lower, which is around 10.8. You can see the highest number is in Switzerland, 19.8. What's more, the lowest one is in France, just 9.3. To sum up, Switzerland consumes more chocolate than any another county does. The following picture gives information about a guide about coffee for newcomers. According to this picture, in the first row there are two sets of cup and tray, espresso and doppio. In the second row it is long black, which is made of espresso and water. In the bottom of the picture, flat white is made of steamed milk and espresso, and cappuccino, made of more ingredients like milk foam and chocolate powder. And adding hot chocolate to flat white makes a cup of mocha. To sum up, the picture tells about how to make mocha. The following picture gives information about a comparison between the past and the present. According to this picture, in the left, there are a primitive camera, a black and white TV set, an old handheld game console, and an old car. In the right area, a digital camera, an LCD TV set, a modern game console, and an advanced car are found. Finally, technologies have changed those items greatly. In conclusion, we enjoy more convenient lives. The following picture gives information about a sign to support the deaf. According to this picture, in the central area, there is a long-haired woman in red, holding a sign. You can see from this picture that, "Support our deaf community" is written on the sign. There is a black car just behind the woman. In the background a lot of high-rise buildings are from across the road. To sum up, the picture tells about a sign about the deaf,